Hi, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I have with me for the first time in 2024 the lovely Teri from Holding Your Space. Hello, Teri.
Hi, Marina. How are you? Hi, everybody.
I am well, and hello, everyone. Yes, so grateful, very grateful that you're here, that you've decided to spend part of your day with us, which is lovely. It's always nice to know that there are people out there who are listening, who are paying attention, and so on. So yeah, just love knowing that you're here. And I will mention it later on in the video as well, but just kind of wanted to put it out there in the very beginning for those of you that maybe, you're watching this in replay, which is fine. Nothing wrong with replay. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you'll find Teri's information listed below in the description of the videos. So, make sure that you go over and give her like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. That always boosts the YouTube algorithm, and it just gets our videos out to more like-minded people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because they're looking for us. They just don't know where we are. So we just have to help them find us. So,
Nudge, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Get that
Absolutely.
echo out. Sonar.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. So you had a lovely Christmas and New Year's. And did you do anything on New Year's, or was it quiet?
Chiefs game. I went to a girlfriend's house, and she had a Kansas City Chiefs game. I'm in KC, and it was a lot of fun. And there were sightings of Taylor Swift. One of my girlfriends was actually at a gas station, and she swears she thought she saw Taylor pumping her own gas.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah, and she would. I think she would.
I think she would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't strike me as being one of those divas that needs to have things done for her. She's perfectly capable of doing it herself.
Yeah. I think so. I do it.
Yeah.
You?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Been pumping my own gas for years and years and years. It's almost sometimes it's a treat if I'm out of town and I go into a new place and they actually have someone who comes out. It's like, what do you want? Why are you touching my car?
Isn't it funny? My mom was from Germany, and she never drove. Of course, she never grew up driving. And then when she came here, she would not drive. I remember, so we always got a car. They had 5 kids, and so that we could drive her. So, $500 car. There you go. Drive your mom everywhere.
Yes.
And, I remember one time taking her to the gas station, and the attendant was there checking the oil and everything. And she reached over and honked the horn while I was down. Make sure you check everything. Anyway.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Meanwhile, the first person is trying to find their stomach to put it back where it was.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah, I felt so bad for that guy. I was like, "Oh my God, Mom."
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Oh, Rossi says in New Jersey they have attendance. Oh, that would be lovely.
Nice, Rossi.
Yeah,
that
would be lovely. So just a quick hello to some of the folks that have joined us. We've got Seascape. Thank you for being here. Laura Hammond Davis, Linda H., Louise Fote, Debbie Joyce, Book Bewitched, Rossi, Marby Gangora, Jessica Lynn. There you thank you. And I'm sure that we'll have more folks joining us, but thank you for being here. So one of the things that we thought that we might take a look at, considering that we're still very new into 2024, is what is it that you want to what is it that you want to achieve in 2024? Like what it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but what's the one thing that you said to yourself, you know what? I think this is the year for me to do that. And share with us, share what that is. If you have any questions too, because we will, take some of your questions, but please put them in all caps so that I get to see them, because these are a challenge. These really are a challenge. And I think the next time I go to the optometrist, which is going to be very, very soon, we're going to be discussing contacts and see if that's an option.
I love those glasses on you. They're so flattering.
No, thank you very much. But yes, that I'm vain that way, and I will admit it. I absolutely know that about myself. So
Yeah. Yeah. I like them.
Thank you. Thank you. So Gwen W., thank you for being here. A light worker, Debbie Joyce, thank you for joining us. So what's something in 2024 that that you're looking forward to maybe doing something new, something that goal that you want to set for yourself?
Are you talking to me,
Yes.
Marina?
Yes, sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay. I was waiting for I was looking at a light worker.
Yes.
Well, I have been all about surrender for so many years. Let go, let go, let go, let go. And now I'm going to be about cherishing myself and taking care of myself. That just kind of came to me the other day. I was walking around, and I was like looking at my feet. I haven't had a pedicure in I don't know how many months. And it's not like, I didn't need one. It's not like I didn't have the time. I just didn't take the time to take care of myself.
Yes.
So I am going to be, I'm going to be doing a lot of self-care.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Marina?
Good. You know what? Part of it, along the same lines. I've already booked my first massage of the year, which is coming up beginning of February, because it was, like you said, it was one of those things that I used to do for myself and then just got busy.
Yeah.
And having to kind of change the focus and say, you know what? Maybe I should come first. Maybe I should set what I need to do in my calendar first and fit everything else around it.
Right? It's so important, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. And, to have things that bring us joy and wonder.
Yes.
It's always so important, and it just makes your life so much more interesting, and your light so bigger. So
Absolutely.
Much bigger. Yeah.
Absolutely. The happier that I am, the more positivity that I can share with others, right?
Yeah.
So absolutely. And thank you, Celtic Seer. She said she likes my background. I thought with winter still being upon us, excuse me, we still have a couple months here where it's not going to be kind of as lukewarm as it has been. So I wanted something to brighten and to something with a lot of color. And you can't really see the top, but there's an awful lot. Well, here, maybe if I shift this a little bit.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of reds and just different colors in there. So it kind of makes me feel like, reminds me of a street scene in like Paris or Vienna or someplace that's been around for a good long time.
Yeah, like a Monet or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of too. Yeah, it's always, I love impressionists.
Yeah,
But
very, very, very nice. Very nice. And there's, considering that there isn't a lot of detail, there's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Really beautiful. Yeah.
And Book was book said Oregon has better prices on gas, and it is illegal to pump your own gas, as they are militant about keeping the available jobs. Fine then.
For them.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for them.
No
That's
problem.
great.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and why not? Why not? It's a treat when it happens. It's a treat. And and who was it? Somebody has just a minute. Somebody has a new puppy. Linda age. I got a 7-week-old Shih Tzu. Oh, puppy. I'm sleep deprived, but I'm here. Oh yeah, aren't they? They are a handful, but my goodness, you just love them to bits.
Yeah. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A kitten or a puppy. Just get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to rent one for about 3 hours a day, maybe, or 1 hour a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And Laura Hammond Davis is, what about self checkout at grocery stores? That's one thing I do have a challenge with. And I don't know why, but it seems that whenever I go through the self checkout line, there is always at least 1 or 2 items that the machine will not recognize,
Yeah.
things that won't scan properly. Anyway, I'm always the one having to say, "Excuse me, I need help here." And each time it happens, I think to myself, this would have been faster if I'd have just gone through the checkout. Right? So it's not really, um, is it really self-service? No, 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 no.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm so slow at it. I mean, I swear I am. We, I just went to the grocery store today and I didn't buy very much. So I went ahead and self-checked. But we went to the drive-through the other night. My daughter and I were out running errands and it was getting late. We had a lot of work to do when we got
Yeah.
home. So we just went to the drive-through and she ran inside to go to the bathroom. Well, I didn't bring my keys with me and she had her keys. And those electronic keys, if you get out of the car,
Yeah.
long line behind us. So I'm honking at her, get back here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, there's always little things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And
Mhm.
I do agree with Hypnicity, who said, I refuse to do self-serve. Well, I know that generally it's not the people in the store who set the prices and all that. They're told by their head office what the price is going to be and so on. But yeah, it's like, I'm sure that there's part of what I'm paying for is the service. So maybe I shouldn't do your job for you.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
yeah, and maybe I shouldn't be doing it myself, because you could hire someone to do that. That means one more person who is bringing home an income, one more person whose life can be a little better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'd rather somebody make the money.
Yeah,
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 Teresa.
exactly, Teresa. Totally, totally true.
Yeah.
And just going to touch upon it very, very briefly, because, yeah, I know I don't want to get into a political discussion, but January 1st, there was a lot of states who had an increase in their minimum wage.
Good.
And substantial. I would say probably 95% of them were Democratic states.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
So there's
Good for
something that
them.
you can, yeah, you can say when someone says, "Oh well, what's Biden done for you today?" I got a raise in minimum wage. Like
Yeah.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, well, he brought everybody together again. Maybe not everybody, but
Yeah.
certainly a lot. And there's not near as much crazy talk going on and
Yeah. Totally.
yeah,
Totally.
it's really been nice.
It has. It has. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
hello, Thomas. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, they will employ fewer and fewer cashiers. Yeah, the billionaires need to pay more in taxes. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They've gotten away with, doing the bare minimum for a very, very long time. It's very unfair.
It is
And
very unfair.
yeah,
And that they, they employed a lot of people, but they don't take great care of them. They
no,
don't offer a lot of benefits. I mean, when is enough enough?
exactly.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And very often they forget that, if it wasn't for the people who are working there for you, making that minimum wage, you may not have the profits at the end of the year that you do.
Yeah.
Right? Like if those people said, no, that's it, we're not showing up for work, what would that do to a lot of companies? Right?
Yeah. And a lot of these big companies like Walmart and different places, I mean, they came into these towns, small towns,
Yes.
and drove out all the little downtown businesses and took
Yeah,
over the big box stores. And then they leave and, it's kind of a desert.
absolutely.
So they had an article about Alice Walton in the news the other day, and I followed her for a while, and I really like her. She's starting to try to get the downtowns more um, to do better financially.
Yes.
And she finances art museums because when you start having art museums and things, people start going downtown and and you get little coffee shops and cafes. And I mean, it's pretty clever. So at
Yeah.
least she's giving something back. She's one of the Waltons.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Oh, perfect. And hello, Michelle from Astrological Tarot. And yeah, Jazz, welcome. And yeah, Book Bewitched says, I hate self checkout. There's one thing that a wheelchair does, it takes that option away. Walmart has home delivery and they expect tip. Yeah, a tip on $200 is hefty.
it's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Definitely book bewitched. That's crazy.
yeah,
And everything has a tip right now.
yes.
When you check out, it's
No,
like 10%, 5% or other. And I'm always like, other. Hello.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're being paid to do your job. You don't need me to tip you, especially since I've done most of it myself. You
Yeah.
know?
I'll keep a little bit of cash in my wallet to give people. I
Yeah.
mean, if I go to a restaurant, I'll tip, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you're at the gas station or wherever, I don't know. Everybody has tip now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thomas says, plus a delivery charge. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Right, Thomas? Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a couple questions. We have 4 questions, so we can absolutely get into them. And like I said, for those of you that have just come in, if you do have any questions, by all means, please post them and we will take a look at them and kind of and keep in mind, I think the theme of the show is, what is it that we want to achieve in 2024? What is it that we'd like to see um, we improve, or things that we need to focus on, I guess, in 2024.
Yeah.
So yeah. So a light worker says, I'm going to have a job interview next week. Will I get the job? Alrighty, let's take a look. And I'm going to be using the Harmony Tarot. It's first time that I'm using these cards, so let's see how they do. Let's see how they perform.
I love it. I'm using these for the first time too. These are my oracle cards. They're flower cards.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
I got them as a gift from a friend, and they're just so pretty. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
That's funny. We're already in sync.
I know. Love it when that happens. Okay. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Yeah.
Hey, Sherry. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. A light worker, when you asked that question, I kind of felt like you're gonna get something from this one, but is there another job that you've been thinking about applying for or something else right behind it? Because I get that it feels like there's something that you're going to enjoy even more. You might take this, but use your imagination. Get this beautiful flower called the May apple, and that brings fruit. The May apple, the trillium with generating, because you're going to be generating more community. And this is the trout lily.
Oops.
So it just feels like there's something coming up behind it. Hi, Deanne. And that's going to be something that'll might even be more to your liking.
Mm-hmm. I think that I agree. There's things happening kind of behind the scenes that maybe you're not aware of, and I think that there's some people that are fighting for that job, that they really want that job. I start off with the Seven of Wands, and I go to the Star, and I'll tell you all the cards and then I'll give you the story. Five of Cups. Whoops. The Two of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles. So I think that I agree with what Teri said. This is, this sounds like it's really, really good. However, there are things happening in the background that it may not work out the way that you would want it to. So, and the reason that it doesn't work out the way that you want it to is because there is something better. This is one of those positions that if you get hired, it won't be long before there will be a change in the company, and all of a sudden you'll be laid off. So if the job offer does come through and you feel like you need to accept it, do so with the knowledge that it's only short term, and continue to look, continue to apply for other things. That way, if things do go south, it's not a shock to you. You can say, yeah, I've been prepared, got the heads up, been preparing for this. I'm moving into another position. I think there's another position out there for you. Yeah, that's what I got. I hope it's helpful.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And Sherry has a question. Hello, Gerald. Nice to see you here.
Hi, Gerald.
Okay. And Bobby says first time here. Welcome, Bobby.
Yeah,
and you want to know how to open your gifts, or that's one of the things that you want to do in 2024. Good for you. Good for you. And if there's any, I think any advice that Teri and I can share with you, it's don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the doubt. If something comes to you, in whatever form it comes to you, honor it, say thank you, and go forward with it. But you know what? Let's just pull a couple cards.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll see. Yeah.
Bobby, when you brought this up, they started showing me stars, and then the stars turned to snowflakes. So it feels like you're going to start working on it soon. And when the star comes out, it's like a bright, shining star. So they're talking about shining your light. And sometimes when we start with opening up our intuition, it's all about believing in yourself. And so you first you use your imagination, then you believe, and then you know. So it's kind of that 3-part thing. So, but I show splendor, like you're going to just love it. And look at that butterfly that Ganesh has on his finger.
Beautiful.
So just flying away, and courage, like Marina said, be courageous about it. So
yeah, absolutely. This is, I start off with the Knight of Swords. This is kind of speaking your truth, being ready to deal with your gifts in a way that maybe you might have suppressed in the past. You're now ready to say, no, wait a minute. There's something to this. I'm taking a look at it. Okay. I then go to the Four of Pentacles, and that is you're kind of holding on to what you know. It is because I also, well, my mind is leaving me for little short periods of times, and yeah, that's Spirit's way of letting me know who's in control. Thank you, Spirit. I hate it when they do that. So yeah, holding on to what you know, not in a very in a greedy way, but you're kind of been keeping a lot of the things that you know to yourself. It's time to let go of that. It's time to put it out there and to be ready that if a judgment comes along, if someone is judging you, and calls you on it and says, "Oh, maybe you don't know," and what you know, because you're the Empress, right? You're the one that's sitting there in your power, and things are going to work out extremely well for you with the Ten of Cups. This is a lot of happiness coming your way. So just be patient, be willing to speak your truth, whatever that might be, and know that you're allowed to share that. You're allowed to share that. And oh, sorry, a light worker said, yeah, I also did a reading on the topic. I'm here to learn tarot and got something similar to both of you. So yeah, something else is coming. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Good for you. And you know what? That, for those of you that are thinking that you might want to pick up tarot cards, that is an excellent way to become familiar with the cards. Is as we're pulling cards, you pull cards, see what kind of messages we get, and see how much if they resonate with what you're getting, and look at different interpretations. There's always multiple interpretations of any single card, and it depends on where they are and so on. But yeah, absolutely, go do it. That is fantastic. Totally encourage that.
yeah.
All righty.
And then when you get all your cards the same as everybody else or better, it's time to start your channel, Bobby.
That's right. Yeah. Take a leap of faith. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Teresa Ford says, I'm going to manifest a perfect home for hubby and our cats.
I love that.
Perfect. Yes. And let's take a quick read on that too and say, yeah, what is the best way for Teresa to go about manifesting this home? Okay, I think I'm going to like these cards. All right. Let's start off with the Ten of Wands. I go to the Three of Cups, and then I go to the Eight of Wands.
Wow.
And what this tells me is you have put it out to the universe. And once you've done that, once you have said, I am grateful for this lovely new home that we have, there is more than enough room for all of us. The cats are very happy here. Give gratitude to as if it is already there. And then when you do that, you release, you let go. Your job is not to figure out how. Your job is to let the universe do its job. So don't worry about it and put limitations on it, right? Put it out there and let it go. Continue to think of the happy times, the joy that you're going to have when you are in that new home, how happy everyone's going to be. The kitty cats are going to have their own area where they can just, run and play and so on. And when it starts to happen for you, it's going to happen fast. So just be ready for it. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Teresa Ford, I was hearing Bob Barker say, Teresa, come on down. So
Yeah.
Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And I got pretty much the same thing that Marina did. Release. So let go of whatever is holding you back. Sometimes it's old thoughts or grief or something. So just letting go of the things that we carry. And we have old things that we carry in our urns, right? Or our buckets. Exactly. Past thoughts, past ideas. Maybe we were brought up to think, well, this is what you get and you're done. So, and then being at peace with what you want, knowing what you want, and seeing yourself serenely comfortable, because that's you and your hubby in love. And just see you and your husband and your kitty cats every day, like Marina said, and love on it. Like, this is something that's come to me recently, is when you see yourself having this, love on it. Just, feel the love in your heart when you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay. Now, one of the things that I forgot to mention to you guys in the beginning, but I'll mention it now, is if you are a member of my channel, you get to jump the line when it comes to questions. You get to go before anybody else, because that's one of the benefits of being a member. It's something that there is some cost involved with it. It's not tremendous, I don't believe. But it's one of the perks. So Book Bewitched is a member, and so she gets to jump the queue. And she says, I'm manifesting getting help to go through all of my things, purging that which I no longer need, and move that which does to my son's home in Utah, having trouble getting good help. Yes. You know what? I totally get that book. I really, really do, because it's hard to go through our things. It's especially since we all believe that everything that we have is important to us. Right? It means something. I can't let it go. What if I need it? And I had to go through the experience myself a number of years ago. And once the process was started, when I was finished, I felt so much lighter, so much better to just not have all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was following me from one house to another. Stuff. Old, stale energy that no amount of sage was going to make it feel better. So yeah, look at it in terms of, and what helped me was have I used it in the past 6 months? Am I likely then to use it in the next 6 months? Things that I had in boxes that followed me from home to home that hadn't been opened yet. And my son said to me, listen, why don't you just throw that out before you open it and look at it? Because anything that might be in there, chances are you've already replaced it. So let's not go through this again. And yes, that's
Wow.
it. Yeah, it was a lot easier to just let it go, let it go, let it go, and feel so much better. So,
yeah,
let's just. What do we have? If you pulled a couple cards, go for it.
Oh, okay. I was hearing, seeing you with a volunteer book Bewitched, like an Eagle Scout project or a Girl Scout project, something like that. But I see young people helping you. So I don't know if you have a grandson or a nephew or, but somebody, and they're young and they're agile and strong and
Yes.
they're smart and they'll listen to you. So you need somebody that has a good eye, they're understanding of what you're going through. And it's the joy there, what Marina was talking about. You're just going to feel so free. You're going to be dancing. So, or your energy is going to be dancing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, Sherry, Transcend the Spirit. Nice to see you here. Mary Thornberry, nice to see you here. Yeah, this is really funny because the Two of Wands, you're trying to decide, you're making the decision. What are you going to do? What's going to stay? What's going to go? That kind of stuff. You are going to find a lot of strength in being able to get this accomplished. You're stronger than you think you are. The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is that young person that's going to come in that you're going to be able to say, look, I'll tell you what. I happen to know that you're very fond of my chili. So I'm going to make a pot of chili. And when we're finished going through this, not only do you get to enjoy the chili with me, but you get some to take home. And that's kind of what I'm feeling is someone is going to think that they're, by helping you out, they're getting something extra special in return. And yet, Queen of Cups, this feels like it could very well be a family member. So if you put it out there and you ask for the help, I think you'll be surprised at who will step up and say, I'll give you a hand. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to feel so good. I can feel the weight being lifted. I really, really can.
Yeah, this is something I'm going through too, book Bewitched. I mean, I have a stall at an antique mall to get rid of my stuff. And then I've got more stuff that, I keep trying to pile it out. But yeah, I should just be knocking it down half price and walking.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's, I don't know how many times I've said, when trying to get rid of purge things, I paid good money for that.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not making me any money. It's costing me money every time I lug it around with me. So, pay good money then.
Yeah.
And storing it and everything else. So
yeah. It is a lot of money. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And she says, yeah, wouldn't they love to have this collection of teacups? Yeah.
So there's the Crazy Lamp Lady on YouTube. Have you seen her?
No.
Oh yeah, she's a flipper, and she has the teacups, and some of them do go for a lot of money.
Yes, they do.
But
yes,
you know what? Have somebody else take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be somebody that makes it into a business for themselves somehow. What do you think? Maybe.
It might be. It might
Yeah.
be. Absolutely.
Yeah, but don't you be going through it because I'm sick and tired of that
Yeah.
antique mall.
10 of Pentacles. There's a lot of happiness once this is done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of happiness. Very good. Okay, let me get rid of that. And
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris says same problem here. Tons of stuff to sell after my husband died. Yeah, my husband passed away too, Chris. It's been 8 years, so still have stuff, old fishing stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, Linda H, very, very good idea. Yeah, go through the house every 6 months. And yeah, if it's no good, give it away. And one of the things that, or one of the places that I like to donate things to is like a women's shelter.
Yeah.
Women who have, escaped with literally the clothes on their back, and they are starting over. So, they could use the extra towels, the extra bedding, the extra blanket, the whatever it might be, right? The mismatched set of cutlery. You think they're going to care? All that kind of stuff. So, yeah, absolutely do that.
Linda, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Chris says her husband died in May and still too
Oh,
difficult to do. I'm so
yeah.
sorry, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, and yeah, Sherry is also saying, yeah, she's going through the process of getting rid of things, trying to sell. I have 3 piles thrown out. Yeah, kids and donate. Only selling things of high value made things easier.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the I used to be in the business down in Florida, and I had an antique shop, and
Nice.
so I've always been a collector. So it's like, get rid of it already.
Yeah.
Too much stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and Sherry says you can use it as a tax write-off. There you go. Who couldn't use? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who couldn't use that? All righty. So let's go with Seascape, who says Seascape is retiring in June. Will I find the next job I want before I leave this one? I have, yeah.
Seascape, do you not want to have a little time?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. Bobby says never enough crystals. Is 100 too much?
Right?
No.
Hello. I can barely get my stuff on here because I got all my crystals sitting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says maybe a month of freedom.
Okay. Yeah. Because they're showing me, what is it called? A stanza? I can't remember the musical lines when you're writing music, like
Yes.
harmony, and giving yourself some time there. But it's kind of your choice. But with those lines, they're even. So I feel like whatever you get, it's going to be comparable to what you're leaving.
Yeah.
As far as income. Yeah, but you might want to give yourself that time, a chorus or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you start off with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is kind of a she's very gracious, she's very charming, she knows how to get people to do things that they might otherwise not do, not in a bad way, but she's very encouraging in that way. And I think the reason that she comes up first in this is she wants you to know that you are able to control control things that are going to happen after you retire. Now, the first few days of retirement, yeah, they are going to feel like a sword in your back, because all of a sudden what you're used to doing and what you're anticipating every single day is no longer there. So it feels kind of like you're almost going to feel like, well, maybe you just don't matter. And that's not the case. The Queen of Wands is there to tell you, oh, yes, you do. And you're going to be able to take a lot of the things that you have learned from this position into something new. And it's going to be a much more just position, a much more fair position, because where you are right now, you're kind of, you're feeling a little neglected. Like you have been taken for granted. Okay. Now, again, I get the Queen of Swords. So 2 queens have popped up in here. You got this. You got this. And that's why you need to take some time after you leave that job. You want to decompress. You want to deal with that. I don't have anywhere to go. And change that into a, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have to I don't need to shower. I don't need to comb my hair. I don't need to get out of my pajamas. Yay. Good for me. So yeah, they're preparing you that there will be something a lot fair, a lot more enjoyable is going to be coming in. You just need to take that time to kind of decompress.
Yeah. I pulled a few cards, and this is surprising, Seascape. Take time to study. So, you love learning. I mean, you're always so in the chat and helping people and with what you're doing. So take some time to just study, like, what do you really want? Think about it, meditate on it. Dream about what would make you really happy, because then you get the enchantment card. So, take some time in there, that stanza.
Absolutely. Hello, Janet. Thank you for being here. Rose Blue, thank you for being here. Okay. Jessica Lynn would like to know, may I have a 2024 New Year's message from my guides? Okay. And if you're there, Jessica Lynn, if you can just kind of maybe steer us in the right direction, guides in terms of what? Are you looking for a message regarding your career, your love life? Yeah, just a little more information. Yeah. There. Yes. Okay, love life, she says.
Mm.
All right. Funny, I had a feeling that might be it. Oh,
these angel cards are getting a workout because these are all good questions for them.
Absolutely. Oh, okay.
Jessica Lynn, do you have some stuff that you need to clean up from the last relationship? Some old energy there? Yeah. Like they're talking about water, cleansing, bath. So washing it away. Yeah, probably, she says. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because once you do that, boy, your root chakra is going to go crazy. Oh. I don't know if you already have children or if you're looking for children. Something about children, and that might be you and your new friend. And just acting like children, having fun but then balance and the yin, the yang, the male, the female. So that looks really good. And just make sure when you go at it, be your authentic self. So truth and integrity. But because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Just cleaning up that old stuff.
Yeah. I agree with Teri. I started off with the High Priestess, and I thought, okay, all right, there's some things that are hidden. And then the next card that I got up was the Death card. It's like, okay, all right, yeah, there's stuff that is following you from the last relationship that was with the King of Swords. He's very truthful, but he can also be very cutting too. So there's things that you kind of had to hide a lot of your feelings, and kind of put things away. So you kind of have to deal with that. The High Priestess, she will never volunteer the truth to you, but if you ask her, she will tell you. So you kind of have to go deep and say, all right, what is it that I'm still hanging on to that from that past relationship? Is it the fact that, someone was able to take away some of my confidence, my ability to see myself as worthwhile? Did they put me down in order to raise themselves up? Because once you're able to deal with that, once you're able to get rid of that, then I get the Ace of Wands, communication, all kinds of new things coming in. And here's the King of Cups. And he is a very, very, he's very nurturing, very loving. And he's there in the wings, just waiting for you to get rid of all that stuff so that you can recognize the good that is in him.
Yeah. And yourself.
Yeah.
It feels like you lost your voice, maybe, Jessica, in that one, and it hurts your heart. I keep getting the throat chakra and the heart chakra. Yeah.
It's amazing how much we carry through from our past relationships into our current relationships.
Our childhoods even, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. I hope that is helpful, Jesslyn. And Sherry. Whoops. Sherry would like to know, will I be able to get a more reliable car in the next few months? Oh, yeah. Sherry's there. We had a great time yesterday on Sisters of the Mystical Tarot.
I just love Sherry. We keep saying we're going to get together, and we haven't yet.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't gotten our calendars out. That's all we have to do.
Yeah.
I love this picture of you too, Sherry. It's so cute.
Yes.
She looks so cute. I love your dailies. They're showing me the road up and down. So are you positive that you want to get rid of that car that you're driving right now, or is there a fix? And then I'll read on the rest of it. I'll pull some cards.
Yeah. She says, the one I have is falling apart and nickel and diming me to death. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Forget about it then. Okay. That's the up and down. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Should I be able to get more? Sherry, I think someone is going to come. Is going to come and give you a hand. There's going to be, things are going to turn around. you may have to kind of put up with this one for a little while longer, but I get the Queen of Cups, and I mean, yeah, this is frustrating when you think that you've purchased something that is supposed to get you from A to B and be good, and yet it's like throwing good money after bad, and what do you do? But I think there is someone who's going to be able to come in with some kind of an offer where you're going to be able to work something out with them. And I get the Lovers as well. So this could be someone that is close to you, someone that you know that is going to okay, it almost feels like someone is going to come and say, listen, I want to be able to take that old car off your hands. I know that it's falling apart, but I want to use it for parts. And there's some things that you have replaced that I can use. So let's work on me giving you part of the money that you need to get into this new vehicle. The Hermit is, you're going to have to just kind of think about, is this going to be a good proposition? But then I get the Wheel of Fortune. So things do turn around. So it feels very much like someone comes in and says, okay, here's what we can do. Here's one way we can look at it. Yeah. What'd you get?
Yeah, I get I get playfulness. So this might be somebody young that comes in that wants to play around with that vehicle. Music. So there's harmony here. It's somebody that you know, somebody that you get along with. You're also going to have a lot of support around you on this, Sherry. So this might be somebody in the family doing it, or it might be somebody. No, it's somebody that your family knows. So it's somebody knows somebody. But they're watching out for you, and your guides are watching out for you.
Yeah.
Then you get miracle. So yeah, it's coming through. You're getting it.
Yeah. Something that you thought was a done deal is going to be resurrected. Yeah. Resurrected. You know what? I think that the wiring between my brain and my mouth is somehow going through some uploads or downloads or whatever, because I'm coming up with my own words, man.
I just had this conversation with somebody before we came on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did anything happen to you on the solstice? Like, did you injure yourself at all? Because I was talking to Nancy Jean, and we both got hit in the head on the solstice.
Oh.
Anybody else here have something happen?
You know what? I can't, honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean something didn't happen, because
yeah,
I tend to, I'm a Libra, I'm an air sign. I tend to live up here an awful lot. So sometimes I'm not even aware of the things that go on around me, because I'm way up there.
Yeah.
Way up there.
I feel the same. Yeah. Butterfly goes by and I lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
It's gone. And, sometimes when you think like that, your brain doesn't, or your mouth doesn't keep up with your brain.
Yes.
Because and you think that everybody knows because you know what you're thinking. And I know how many intuitives are out there in this chat, and it's like, that feeling. You're trying to relay it to people intuitively, and you just can't.
I'm going to share with you one of the a new coffee cup that I got just before Christmas, and it absolutely summarizes.
I forgot what I was doing, went back, got distracted, and have no idea what's going on. This is my cup. I have to pee. Oh my God. I love that, Marina.
That's it. That is my life.
Yeah.
That is my life. Yeah. So when you said, a butterfly goes by and I get distracted. Exactly. That's, So
Yeah, that's darling.
yeah. And anyway, it's wonderful. So yeah, Seascape. I got that cup on Temu, Temu, and if you do go on Temu and you search for it, if you search, I have to pee cup. Chances are it'll come up. The thing is, and that's for any of you. Temu has different prices for different things. You have to, on one page, this cup was like $22. On another page, it was $12, and then I found it for $7.93 or $7.97. So there is a huge, right?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a matter of looking, and yeah, that it said it all. I thought I have to have it. Yeah, that's my life.
I love that.
So anyway, we are at 1 hour. Thank you for all of you that have joined us. Thank you for joining me, Teri.
Oh,
We'll
thank
have to
you.
do this again.
Yeah, soon, I hope.
Absolutely. I will get in touch and let's book something for actually after the show. We'll book something for February so that we don't have to worry about it. And Sherry says she's going to be emailing you tonight. So
yay, Sherry. Okay.
So again, thank you everyone for being here. Sharon, you could always catch the show in replay, and if you want to make sure that you're in time, and that's for any of you in here, in time to see the next show, make sure that you subscribe to both channels and hit the bell, hit the notification button. That way you'll always know before we come on. Yeah. So there. All righty. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon, and I will see you later on Messages for Lightworkers. Bye.
Bye, everybody.